If you watch all my videos, you'll know that along with the music I record by myself and with Lewis, you'll see tape recorders. Well, this is another video of a tape recorder, but there's something different about this tape recorder. And I'm not gonna try and make you guess because from the title of the video you already know what it is. It's a reel-to-reel tape recorder instead of a cassette tape recorder. This particular one is obviously the Panasonic RQ-103S, which I got last January. I've had it for 5 months now, and I'm just now getting to make a video of it. It's fully working. Got it, it's an eBay find, yeah. Was it last January? Or was it February? No, it was January. Either way, it's one of those recorders that only use 3-inch reels, no 5-inch. If you can see, I already have everything threaded up. Yes, I do. Rewind, obviously it's rewinding. I mean, I'm sure that you thought rewind would do something else. Well, you're wrong. And then, of course, things. Fast forward works too. I'll give you an overview of what the machine itself looks like. If it's sitting down, this is the top. This is where the door is, where the reels go. You have your knob for play and record, and play / fast forward and record and rewind. You have the back, which has absolutely nothing. That's where the cord comes out. You have the right side, which also has nothing. And you have the front, which has a handle and ports for headphone and mic and remote and volume. And then you have this other side, which has nothing, but you can see the record button here. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention that the front has the fast forward button. So you hold that in, and you turn to play. And you hear a bunch of motor noise and it starts fast forwarding. And something about this particular unit that I don't like is its dual compartment design. I'll try and give you a better view of it as I work this. You have 2 compartments here. You have to unlock this little one, and this is where your cord goes, if you can wrap it up in there. And then you can, with that compartment out, you can slide the battery compartment out with all of its deteriorating foam glory, and you can fit 4 C batteries in there. This is not one of those reel-to-reel recorders that uses like 3 or 4 C batteries and then a 9-volt. No, just 4 C's are sufficient enough to power the recorder. Man, Panasonic made some high quality stuff in their heyday. They're still around as their own brand. They still make quality stuff. Our Panasonic plasma TV in the living room is going on 5 years old, and knock on wood, it still works, so that's impressive by today's standards. My grandparents just had an LG TV, not 4 years old, that just went out on them. Nothing is made like it used to be made. I'm starting to sound like somebody's old grandpa, but yeah. I'm only speaking the truth, children. Won't you listen? having trouble putting this. I hate this dual compartment design. That's a very annoying thing about this particular tape recorder. There we kind of go. There we go-ish. Are we on? Hello? Alright, yep, we're good. Cool. I gotta make sure the reels didn't do anything when I had it upside down. Nope, we're still threaded. Sweet. This is not a rim drive, obviously. I mean, you wouldn't expect something like that from Panasonic. The speed is selected by taking the capstan sleeve off of the capstan. This is the part that you take off. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about, but you see the reels, and you may or may not see this little rubber roller here that I'm pointing to. The tape goes between that and this metal thing, and that's what stabilizes the speed, because it's not a rim drive unit. Rim drive units have no capstan, which means, or pinch roller for that matter, which means no speed stabilization, and it quite frankly sounds horrible. So 3 3/4 inches per second are for higher quality recordings, and 1 7/8 are for longer recordings, and with this capstan sleeve on, you're recording at 3 3/4 inches per second. And now that I've shown you what the tape recorder looks like, I'll show you it functioning. As soon as I can find the microphone. I had the microphone over here, and very easy to. Here we are. Oh my. That's. Alright, we should be good. It doesn't look like the cord broke. It was stuck in the wheel of this office chair. Ooh. This is the microphone port. This is combination mic and remote. And Panasonic used some sort of proprietary remote connection, so you can't use the standard 2.5 millimeters mini plug for remote. But that's alright. I'll make sure that.
Feature me and my honey boy. Honey boy, can you?
My grandma and then me mocking her. Isn't that nice? Yes. Oh my. Something there happened. Oh. Nope, we're good. Alright, I'm gonna make a recording now. First I'll turn the remote switch to off, and now I'm in play mode, and I have to hold down the record button and switch to the record mode. And for the longest time when I had this machine, I thought it was broken, because normally on something like this you hold down the record button and it locks when you go into play. But no, you have to hold down, and then there's a record selection right after that. Making a recording with the Panasonic RQ-103S. The RQ-542AS is a completely different machine. It's a great machine, actually. I have a video of that on my channel. And now I'm going to take the capstan sleeve off and switch to 1 7/8 inches per second recording. So now that the remote switch is off, I can open up the door, and I can going to stop. I mean, not going to stop, but, going to 1 7/8 inches per second. It's the night time, I'm tired. Now I'm recording at 1 7/8 inches per second. And you may notice that the recording is of a lower quality, but it allows for longer recording. Now normally I would demonstrate music recording, but unfortunately I don't have an attenuation cable to connect an external source, and if I connected it through the microphone it would be overly distorted. So I'll give you a wow and flutter test so you can see how stable the speed is. Yeah, and now I'll go back to 3 3/4 inches per second. So I'm going to put the capstan sleeve back on. Oh. And now we're recording once again at 3 3/4 inches per second. I think this is an AC bias recorder. I'm not sure. I think it's AC bias.
I don't have an attenuation cable.
Oh, that was when I recorded.
Now I'm recording.
Let's rewind more. Here we go.
It's a great machine, actually. I have a video of that on my channel. And now I'm going to take the capstan sleeve off and switch to 1 7/8 inches per second recording.
And if I had a better microphone, the recording would come out better. But now, so that I don't sound like a chipmunk, I'm going to take off the capstan sleeve and you're going to listen to the recording.
Now I'm recording at 1 7/8 inches per second. And you may notice that the recording is of a lower quality.
Or you may not. Fast forward some.
How stable the speed is. Yeah, and now I'll go back to 3 3/4 inches per second.
So let me put the capstan sleeve back on. Maybe. There we go.
And now we're recording once again at 3 3/4 inches per second.
So, you may or may not be able to hear a quality difference there. And, I wanted to go over, let's see, I'll unplug the recorder now that I'm done overviewing it. So there's that. And now I will give you a very, very quick overview of something that I picked up at the Salisbury Restore today for the insanely expensive price of $6. If I put it up here, if I think I did. If I did, oh, right, it's here. You get to see me when I'm functioning-ish. This is a General Electric, what's the model? 7-2857A, that's what it is, 7-2857A. It's a standard AM/FM radio. I almost said cassette recorder, but this isn't a cassette recorder. You got your speaker here. Man, this thing sounds good. You have your dial, and then you have your tuning knob, You have your battery compartment, which houses 6 C batteries, along with the cord, the hardwired cord, and then you have the left side. Oh, and this side also has a 3.5 millimeters mono mini plug for headphones. I'll tune to an FM station to give you a sample of what this thing sounds like. It fully works too. According to Radio Museum, this is from 1976.
Sick, don't know what else to do. But the kids, I just don't get it. There's so many depressed kids.
Advertising Center. The advertising agency for Victory Chevrolet had decided to hire a giant moose and flying rodent to be the...
There we go. The antenna does not swivel. It's just stationary. I'll put it back down. AM on this is pretty good for its size and for what it is. Oh yeah, if you didn't see, it also has a tone control. This wasn't meant to be like a DX chaser. This isn't a super radio. Well, it isn't in the super radio series, rather. Because when I say it's not a super radio, some people might think, oh, is the radio that's supposed to be designed to receive high range reception called a super radio? No, super radio is just the name of a series, and I want one. I might get a super radio too. Well, that's all for this video. Goodbye.